discovered there was no power to the garage, and so basically I had to cut the pipes open here. I had to start pulling wire out. The wire, when it pulled out, it was disconnected and fried. So on the other end, I couldn't pull it out of this one, but I did a test, continuity test. Nothing was going through. So it goes underground over here. And originally the wiring went through this pipe right here, which was being fed over here. I already did some of the takedown. It was being fed from here, but there's the problem was it's not the power feed, it was the wire inside here. So I had pulled all the wires out. There were 4 of them, and when I was pulling them out, they were fried and corroded. So water must have got in the pipes underground somewhere, and so we're gonna have to run a whole new pipe. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna put a new connector there, and you know, run new pipes down, run them underground. I got all those over here, all PVC 3/4 inch. Okay, so first I'm gonna have to dig a trench, and then I can start putting all this together. All right, so that's kind of the preliminary here of what we got to do, and then we'll go ahead and just cut these pipes all the way down to the ground on each side, because we're not going to use them. So those are done. So I'll probably just go get my a little saw, and we'll just cut them off. All right, then within the garage itself, where we're going to be running it, we're going to change. This is the current box here, so we're going to change all this out, and yeah, put a new box in there that'll connect to the watertight. Basically this is schedule 40, and it's good for underground, so we're going to use that. Okay, so here we go. So we're going to get things prepped and ready, start this process out. All right, so right now, just to kind of get you updated a little bit on the process, what we've done here is we cut those old pipes down below ground, and we've cut this out up here. So we're going to make a new connection here with these wires, which will feed this pipe here, and then come drop down to here. So here we got extra wire to get up there, and then this just started digging a trench here just to get an idea where we're going to go at, right around here. So we got this pipe, we've been pulling the wire through, just pushing it through as we go all the way down. Now we're getting ready to come to here. We got a hole ready to go here. So now what we have here, just so you can see, this is 3/4 inch Cantex Schedule 40 rigid PVC non-metallic conduits, and it's for underground use, which is what we want. And so I'm using my little pipe cutter here. It's really a good one. Just kind of, as you can see, we just kind of take it like that, cuts it real nice, and let's see where that gets us to. Okay. right, so that was just okay. Now if I put a 90 on, I just want to see how far I'm getting, how close I got there, because we're gonna have to recut another one potentially. I want to really have it right about there, I think. So we're just kind of dry fitting this. So when I run it, I want to run it like this and then come straight up. So okay, so we're gonna recut one. We get that just lined up where we want it. And all right, so just throw that there for a minute. Now I'm gonna have to come tomorrow and use my trimmer and just clean all this brush up, because I can't really see where my channel is gonna lie at in order to figure out the distance here. So this is too hard to see. I'm thinking it's right over here somewhere under all this brush. We're gonna have to trim all this up, move these rocks around. But what I do want to do is at least measure this pretty accurately. All right. Okay, so let's get another one so that we can get the exact measurement that I want there. All right, and all right, so total length will be from here to the, let me see that 90 one more time. All right, so we're starting out now. Next phase is we got to get a trench digged. So this will be the hole where the pipe goes through. So we're gonna have to run it down. So we're gonna have to clear this path here so I can build a trench. But right now we're trying to clear, I gotta clear this area out. So we just started over here kind of looking at what's in the way and stuff. So you know, it's gonna be, this is where I started the pipe here. So that's going to drop down, go underground right here. And so I'm starting to trim the trees off now. Some of these branches that are in my way over here, as you can see. So we got to clear some more stuff out so that I can get in that area, because it's really hard to get to with all these branches in the way. So we're going to have to trim some stuff. So got no choice but to trim these low ones off. All right, so now next phase is I've cleared all this out, cut the trim, you know, use my sawzall to basically cut the trees down at the base so I could start working this channel. Pulled all these rocks and stuff out of the way, pulled that weed barrier out of the way. And there's all the trees and stuff piled up. Now pulled a big rock out, so basically we're clearing away. So I just started working this trench, just started working it, starting to dig it up using a mat out. So yeah, we're just starting here, starting to get it out. You can see that's where the old pipe was. And so yeah, got a big rock here, got to try to get out of the way. So we're gonna keep working on digging this trench up for this new pipe. It's gonna come off of there and come down. So yeah, so that's where we're at right now. Just kind of showing you the latest status of this project. All right, so we're gonna keep working on digging this up, getting this trench digged, lay this pipe. All right, so here we go. All right, so finally I've dig this trench, put sand at the bottom of it, run this conduit. Took a lot of work to clear all this out, all these trees, branches, brush, roots. I mean, really tough to do all that, but basically it's done. So now we're going to go ahead and start in the garage. Yeah, kind of nighttime still. I've been still working through the night, but yeah, we're going to start at the garage and then run the pipe. So let's start in the garage and start to get the junction box going. Get that started now. All right. Okay. Let's get my lighting set up good so I can see real good. Yeah. Gotta get the cord over here. Alright. Alright, here we go. Alright, so it's gonna be our entry point here. Alright, so gonna be our junction box. This goes outside the other way. Alright. Okay. So so we do got a really tight spot right here, don't we? Got this board here. Well, looks like we might have to drill another hole because this ain't gonna fit. We have to be able to get these wires come down. And they've already cut them pretty short. We're gonna have to be able to bring them down in there. So this is about where we're gonna have to put it at. So I'm gonna have to drill a new hole. We're gonna have to plug that one back up, which I can plug that up. All right, so all right, so as long as I can get them wires in there, or I can connect them, I guess we'll be all right. Let me see. Let me just. That's too long. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and mount this box up, and we got to make sure that that wire can come through. So we are gonna have to mount. I have to drill another hole down here somewhere once I mount this. So we're gonna go ahead and get the wire through. All right, let me mount this camera just for a second so I can kind of work while my hands are free. first. Make sure they're high enough where I can get connections. Okay. Those two will, they're all going to be joined into one connector. So I'll put that on there in a minute. But let's go ahead and screw this in first. Okay, we got one more screw to go. Let's see. All right, so mounted that into the board, as you can see. All right, the wires are pulled through, and of course that hole is going to be blocked off because of that. And then we got these at the end, so we'll chop them off. Just go ahead and grab a cutter. Get it. Alright, so as you can see, got the box up. We took a 90 pipe from here, going to go outside, and that's what this is going to be here. So let's take and put him on there. See, so that's gonna go like that. Alrighty, and get our glue. We'll glue that there and that into there, like so. Boom. So that's how that's gonna go in. Alright, so glue this up. Alright, I'll glue this up. Alright, turn it. Alright, let's do this side. Get in there. Get the outside of that. Alright, now we're gonna just turn it, join it, and there we go. So that's in there. Make sure it's straight. Boom. Perfect. Okay, and then that'll come straight down to the trench where we're working at it. Alright. That looks good. We'll seal that other hole up too with our putty. Yeah, we'll do that. Alrighty. Now, okay. Have a look here. Alright, so that's all good. We're going to put a little putty here on each side. Right here. So, duct seal. Okay, that's what we're going to be using for this spot. So, we'll come back to that in a minute. So, take some of this, kind of push it in the holes. Alright, let's go have a look at the what we got so far out here. Alright, so we got this mounted. Okay. That wind blowing. Let's get a little rock on there so that I don't keep blowing over my trench. Alright, so got the pipes all glued together up to this point. And now we're getting ready to get the pipes ran and joined to this end. Alright. And we got to get it connected up to this end, and then we can get power going to the garage again. Alright, so I just started burying the conduit underground with sand and dirt. Just starting it out. So we got the pipe up there. Got some wire left to go ahead and connect those two up. So yeah, we'll be taking a 90 across, connecting that back up. And as you can see, we're already starting to backfill the pipe. As you can see, there's the other part of the pipe there. A lot of leaves are falling in it, in my pipe, but yeah, so looking good. Nice backfill. We'll still backfill quite a bit yet, so we're gonna get some more dirt over here. So just a quick little update. Okay, so what we want to do now is just do a quick demonstration of how you run wire through these pipes. So it's easier to pull it through sections as you put them together, and glue the sections together as you go. Okay, basically, okay, so just run them through one section at a time. easier that way. So I just dry fit them first to make sure they're, you know, with the right size or the right length and everything that I need. Like so. Okay, boom. See how those are jointed together with the wire going through. Then the last one is going to be this one here. Okay, so I'm going to run him up. Alright, so we've dry fitted it. We ran the cable through. So now we're going to go ahead and glue this up, each piece. Alright, so see if I can just set that camera right there where you can kind of see what I'm doing. Alright, so just do one at a time. Alright, so boom. Get all that glue in there. Give it a turn, like so. Do the next one. Okay, give it a turn up, line it up. Okay, now this didn't quite make the turn, so let's just cut a little more soil here, just so it sits better. Alright, same here, let's just cut a little more soil out so that sits down a little better, because you got all these roots kind of in the way. Alright, then let's hit this 90. And then, well, we got to also get this wire through too. Well, hold on a second. We've got to get that opened up first. All right, let's get this popped open for a sec. Still got to run the wire through into the junction box here, and then push it through to the still got to get it into the garage yet, so let's gotta do that first. Push them up, pushing them up. Get them into that box. Alright, so let me go check that real quick. All right, so here we go. Gotta run these up in through, get all this wire through. pushing it in until it goes all the way through. Alright, so let's come around and let's see where we're at right now. Looks like we're getting some. Let's pull it in. Alright, let me go check, see how we're doing on the other side. Okay, so we got a little more to go yet. Let's try to push it through. It's a little harder once it gets to the end here. Ow. Oh. Okay, hold on. Let's put him back together. Put him together real quick. Okay, let's put some on here. And then we'll put him together. Okay, so that's all ready to go. Just got to put dirt over it and sand and all that. All right, so we've connected the wires from the source, so that'll be the third one. Then there's two lines that run up, and they go up like up here, different places throughout the garage. So we are ready to go. One thing now is just to go ahead and put this on, and then all right, so as a continuation of the power to the garage, we're gonna now run a line for a new light. It's gonna be right here. Now that we have power to the garage restored, I'm gonna I'm putting a light right up here. I just started the circle with the hole saw. Just kind of show a little preliminary here of so we're running power from the switch over here. I'm going to start running it across the wires right here, and that's going to go across and connect up to the light up here. So that's basically what we're doing now, and the wiring is already done over here, so good to go. So we'll come back to that in just a minute. I'm going to cut this hole saw. Okay, so now as you can see, we've got this hole drilled out right there. That's where we're going to bring the junction box. Going to attach it to that area. So right now, the next step we're going to do is got the junction box here. So what we're going to do, we have this lined up. We're going to okay, so let's see. So we're going to go ahead and drill this to the wood, and then we're going to put that back on the beams. I'm going to show you that in a minute, but let's get this going first, and then we'll continue the video in a minute. All right, so we've mounted the junction box there with the boards. Let's come on over real quick. And there's the screws at the other side lined up. So we're gonna go ahead and put this back. Well, first we got to get the wiring through. So let's do that next. Get my let's pull this wiring through and get this start getting this hooked up. Okay. All right. All right, so we got the wiring ready to go. Now we can go ahead and put the light up. All right. Okay, so let's connect these up here. All right, so we've got that mounted on the screws. And looks pretty level. All right. Okay, so the wiring is hooked up. Now we're gonna have to take some bolts and close that down. So that's gonna be next. Yes. All right, it's looking good. All right, so just a final video to show the work done on the new electric. See the new underground pipe goes down to the ground, and as you see, I've reburied all that now. Everything's neatly buried again. It looks real good again. All the ground's back to normal. And this is where it comes, the pipe comes back up. And this goes into the garage. So that's that. And then the light install. That's where we moved it from over here. Put this nice one up, centered it up. And yeah, basically you can see where it's at up there. Tap back into it, you know, ran the wire across here, and like I, you know, made that little backboard with the junction box under there, which holds the wire in a connection for the lamp. So that way, basically, you can see that there. So yeah, so we now have power here. Everything looks good. Power, boom, boom. All operates by switches. This operates by a switch, but also can operate by Wi-Fi due to the bulbs that are in that lamp. So that's it. So that project of doing the electrical is done.